everyone, and welcome back to Clothesline. I'm Oren, and this is our G1 Climax coverage. Unfortunately, I was not able to update my own reviews on the G1 Climax Daily, so I'm going to bring it to you all at once. I'm going to review Night 9, Night 10, and Night 11 in this review. And we'll start things off right away with Night 9 of the G1 Climax Tournament. We had Yujiro Takahashi taking on Shingo Takagi, and yeah, it was a good match. It had a good spot with Yujiro Takahashi performing a Scorpion Death Drop on Shingo Takagi on the apron. It looked painful, but still Shingo Takagi manages to pull up the victory and he beats Yujiro Takahashi. A bit disappointing for Yujiro, who hasn't been able to secure even one win thus far. The next match is a surprising one because I did not expect Jeff Cobb to pick up points against Jay White, who seemed to be a major threat in the tournament, and now he picks up his second loss in a row. That is a real surprise in the tournament. This matchup had a good ending with a major sequence of reversals between Tour of the Islands and the Blade Runner, and after a couple of reversals, Jeff Cobb is able to hit Tour of the Islands on Jay White, and he gets the points. Like I said, surprising win by Jeff Cobb. He beats Jay White. He gets his second loss in a row, and good for Jeff Cobb, but a little bit of trouble ahead for Jay White. The next matchup was quite a surprise for me because we had Minoru Suzuki taking on Kazuchika Okada. A good matchup overall. Suzuki was dominating most of the match. Okada was able to make a little bit of a comeback. You saw that Okada's back was troubling him. He has that band-aids on his lower back. Something's going down there. And the ending came when Okada wins with a roll-up. Yeah, a roll-up. Okada wins with a roll-up, and frankly, when you look at the story, this is probably the only way he could have escaped with a win here. Then we had the match of the night, maybe even the match of the whole tournament thus far, with Taichi taking on Tomohiro Ishii. These two guys literally beat the living hell out of each other. It looked like they both had something to prove in this tournament, either by getting points, either by showing I'm going to be the next top star. A great performance by both men. Then after a relentless back and forth, Ishii gets the victory with a brainbuster. They're still going at it after the bell. And yeah, Ishii wins. A devastating loss for Taichi, but still he gained points here. And the fact that he delivered in an outstanding matchup. Like I said, this match is the match of the tournament thus far. And last match of the night of the A block was between Kota Ibushi and Will Ospreay. Seriously, this match was a way better matchup than the one they had a couple of years ago in Wrestle Kingdom. And yeah, they delivered. Will Ospreay starts off with a very cocky demeanor when he stomps all over Kota Ibushi, who retaliates with a kick to the chest. There was a spot in the match that they tried to recreate a spot from a couple of years ago in that tag match, famous tag match, where Kota Ibushi performs a Hurricanrana on Ospreay. He tries to stand up on his both feet when he lands, but he missteps, he kind of recovers with his arms. Yeah, that was a botch, but still a good showing. And what a sequence to end the match. You had Will Ospreay try to perform the Stormbreaker, only to get turned into a Kamigoye, only to get turned into an Oscutter from the ropes, and to get blocked by a Bumaye by Kota Ibushi, and he finally hits the Kamigoye. Kota Ibushi wins this match. And like I said, a good match, good showing by both men, but seriously, the match of the night was Taichi versus Ishii. So that was Night 9, let's move on to Night 10. The B block started off with a surprise when Naoki Goto beats Toru Yano in like mere seconds. 10 seconds flat, maybe 11. And I was pleasantly surprised. Like I said, I just don't like Toru Yano. The next matchup brought us Sanada taking on Zack Sabre Jr. And this match was just a chain reversal match all over. Reversal after reversal after an escape after an escape. And these two brought it. And after all those moves and holds and submission holds and variations, in the end, Sanada is able to win this matchup with a moonsault off the top rope. And even after the pinfall, Sabre Jr. still tries to lock him up in a submission hold. Yeah, that was intense, but in the end, Sanada continues his streak after his big win over Naito, and he gets the victory. Then we get two major announcements. The first one is the reveal of the date of Power Struggle is going to be happening on November 7th. And the second one is we're going to be having World Tag League and the Best of the Super Juniors at the same time. So yeah, we're going to have World Tag League and the Best of the Super Juniors going together on this grand tour, which will finalize on December 6th in Nippon Budokan Hall. Oh yeah, I can't wait for this. The next matchup brought us Juice taking on Evil from Bullet Club, and it's the same old story. Evil does shenanigans to cheat through the matchup. He gains the upper hand. Juice is able to perform a comeback, but in the end, because of outside interference by Togu, Evil hits a low blow, hits Everything is Evil, and Evil beats Juice. But I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that Juice gets more points this year. He may not win the tournament, but at least he's going to get 10 points, right? The next matchup brought us Yoshihashi taking on Tetsuya Naito. Good matchup, good showing by Yoshihashi, but honestly, did anyone believe that Yoshihashi is going to beat Naito? So yeah, it was a good matchup. The ending sequence came when Naito beats Yoshihashi with his own move and then the Destino. And Naito gets the points. Yoshihashi still has only one victory thus far in this block. Maybe he's going to get another one. And finally, we have Kenta taking on Hiroshi Tanahashi. And this was a good solid match. Probably the match of the night, in my opinion. Kenta starts with the mind games as he starts to go to the outside, ignoring Hiroshi Tanahashi. Hiroshi tries to fight him on the outside. They fight a little. Kenta gets the upper hand. They go back and forth in the ring. And the ending came when Hiroshi Tanahashi locks in a cloverleaf on Kenta, sits way back on his back, and Kenta has to tap out. Good matchup overall by Hiroshi Tanahashi. But can Kenta overcome the other obstacles in this block? Moving on to night 11 of the G1 Climax, and we started off with Yujiro Takahashi taking on Tomohiro Ishii. Good showing, great showing by Yujiro Takahashi, but he still can't able to get a victory in this tournament. Tomohiro Ishii wins. And I gotta give credit to Yujiro Takahashi. He did a great showing, he did a couple of great offensive moves against Ishii, but you can't stop the Pitbull. The next matchup brought us Kazuchika Okada taking on Jeff Cobb. A good showing by both men. It looks like Okada's back is troubling him, and I don't know where this is going to go. He didn't even go for the Rainmaker, or at least he tried, but it didn't get the job done, and in the end, he wins by a roll-up again. And it's funny, seeing Okada in these situations where he has to rely on a roll-up to win a match. You can call it a smart move or maybe an act of desperation, but Okada wins 2 matches with a roll-up? That's a surprise to me. The next matchup brought us Will Ospreay taking on Minoru Suzuki, and in a match that was a surprise to me, Will Ospreay is able to survive Minoru Suzuki and wins the match with the Stormbreaker. I thought maybe he needed an armory or a tank to actually stop Minoru Suzuki, but he did it. He actually beat Minoru Suzuki. And yeah, that is an upset to me. Will Ospreay defeats Minoru Suzuki, gets 2 more points, and he progresses ahead in the tournament. As for Suzuki, it doesn't look good. The next matchup was a real good one. Jay White taking on Taichi, and right from the get-go, both men tried to play mind games. I believe I even gave the edge to Taichi to being a better mind player game. Jay rolled to the outside, Taichi rolled to the outside. He tried a low blow, he gave it back a low blow. This match was awesome. And the ending came when Jay White finally hits the Blade Runner on Taichi and he beats him. And this match could have gone either way. Seriously, kudos to both men. A great matchup. And finally, we come to the main event. Shingo Takagi taking on Kota Ibushi, and what a match. Talk about strong style. Talk about 2 guys that put everything on the line, and in the end, Kota Ibushi tries to go for a Kamigoye, only to get reversed into the last of the dragons. Shingo Takagi beats Kota. So yeah, Kota Ibushi losing to Shingo Takagi. What an upset. This pretty much opens up the entire division in the A block. It's open season to anyone. Anyone can win this, in my opinion. And the next matchup for Shingo Takagi, it's Okada. To be honest, yeah, I believe Shingo Takagi can beat Kazuchika Okada. I'm just praying that he does. So this was my review of nights 9, 10, and 11 of the G1 Climax. Tomorrow's night 12. I can't wait for it. This G1 is just getting better and better. But before I go, I gotta talk about this little teasing they have between Jay White and Evil. Jay White reacts after his matchup with Jeff Cobb about Evil's shenanigans during his match with Kenta, and he warns him, we brought you into Bullet Club, we took care of you, we brought you the championships, don't mess with us. But Evil reacts also to those words and tells Jay, don't get things twisted, not all of us are behind you. Are we heading to another civil war of Bullet Club? I don't know, because if we are, I'm kind of hoping we're not, but if we are, I'm still hoping we're not. But if I have to choose a side, I have to go with the Switchblade. I think it's a more prominent leader. I don't see Evil taking over. I don't see anyone except for Togo taking his side. But who knows? Anything can happen. And that's why I love New Japan Pro Wrestling. Anything can happen. What did you think about the G1 Climax thus far? I would love to hear your comments down below. And also, if you want to stay notified when I'm uploading these videos, hit a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification button. And I'll see you next time on another G1 Climax review. Thank you for watching.